Well, it's the end of September, which means fall projects are truly in full swing. And I just completed one that was an area that's pretty new to me. Bag making. I've made small bags before, or like zipper pouches, but nothing that I would call a structured bag, and certainly nothing that I had to flip multiple layers inside out on. This is the 5th Avenue fanny pack. It is from Sallie Tomato, and I was walking around the Wisconsin quilt show and I saw a kit with this fabric in it, and I knew, I was like, oh, I have to make this. So I picked this kit up, having never really made a bag before. I've installed zippers in things before, but nothing this extensive. And as I open it up, you can see a little bit in here. So it has a lining, and then there is a zipper pocket within the lining, which I've definitely never done before. But I saw it, I thought it was super cute, and I wanted to make it. So here's my first foray into bag making. So the first thing that came with it was the pattern. I've already taken a peek at this. It's quite sparse. I actually thought I was maybe missing a page, but most of it appears to be in a YouTube video, and the pattern is just for reference, which is kind of interesting. It's not what I'm used to. So I went for one of their Halloween mystery kits. So super, super cute ghost fabric. Then a nice black and white for the lining. There's some fusible interfacing. Then there's this foam interfacing that I know is very commonly used in bag making, but I've never used it before. Zipper tape and webbing. And the necessary hardware. So this is a really nice thick clip. And let me just open it all the way up. I'm so new to bag making, I don't even know what this is called. What is it called? A slider buckle. And then these two cute pumpkin zipper pulls. And the buckle is super heavy duty and branded, but definitely a hefty buckle. I did wind up with a couple of other things from Sallie Tomato. Wound up with a zippy bag pattern. Some zipper tape and pulls, and then a couple of hardware kits to go with the zippy bags. I think I have some zipper tape hanging out in my stash somewhere, and I have a couple of pieces of interfacing and things like that. So we'll see how the bag making goes and how many of these I'd like to make. The way that the bag is constructed is you cut out all of your pieces, you baste the foam to the outside layer, and then you start building up the bag around the zipper. So having not inserted a zipper like this before, I had to try it a couple of times. Then after you are done with the zipper, you need to start with your lining pocket. So installing the zipper for the lining pocket was definitely something that required some patience. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I think if the bag were inside out, you would see that this isn't like the world's most even, super straight zipper, but because it's in a lining, you can't really tell. After building everything up, the bag winds up inside out and you have the lining, 2 of the 3 lining pieces. And as you go through and continue to build out the bag, you put that last lining piece on and then you actually flip everything right side out through the unstitched bottom of the lining zipper pocket, which is pretty ingenious. I did wind up with a little bit of frustration at the end. So everything is stuffed on the inside of the bag by the end. And you've got a lot of layers. There's this zipper here, there's the webbing, there's just a lot going on. And at the very, very end of this project, like literally on the last 4 inches that I was working on, I bent 3 needles. So it took me 3 tries to get through it, which is significant for somebody who usually doesn't bend needles. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it turned out super cute. I love the fabric. I think that's great. The size is nice, but it actually doesn't fit my giant fossil wallet that I usually use for everything. So I will either have to use it with a little bit of like a money clip situation, or I'll have to get a smaller wallet if I'm going to use this regularly. But really happy with how it works for the season. I like having seasonal stuff, and it definitely has me excited about making more bags in the future.